Hello everyone! Welcome back to NicoLijAh channel!
So today we're going to share to you some of the science stories.
Life Science Stories by Andrew Finkel. Lakes and Seas. Earth is mostly covered by water. Water covers about 70% of our world. Many plants and animals live in the water. Lakes are small bodies of fresh water on land. They are freshwater. They fill in with river water, rain, springs, or runoff water that comes down hills and mountains. Water in lakes gets to the sea by rivers. In the sea, it mixes with salt water. In fresh water, you might find trout, frogs, perch, carp, and seaweed. Seas and oceans are large bodies of water. They are salt water. Different kinds of animals and plants live in saltwater and freshwater. Seas can also be very deep, sometimes miles deep. You can find whales, sharks, dolphins, stingrays, jellyfish, lobsters, and seaweed in the salt water.
Life cycles. Plants and animals don't always look the same. They go through different stages as they grow. These stages are called a life cycle. Some animals have a metamorphosis. This is a change that makes them like a different thing. A butterfly starts as an egg and hatches as a caterpillar. Then it goes into a chrysalis, a cocoon, and hatches as a butterfly. It sure does change. Frogs change a lot also. They go from an egg to a tadpole to an adult. Tadpoles don't look that much like frogs, do they? Plants don't usually change as much as animals, but they change too. Plants start as a seed and start to grow roots. Later, they flower or make fruit. Then they make more plants.
Living and non-living. Earth is filled with many kinds of things. Some of them are living. Some of them are not living or non-living. How can you tell the difference? Here are some things that living things do. First, living things grow. We get taller as we grow up. Second, living things react. If there is a bright light, you close your eyes. Third, living things use energy. People eat food for energy. Fourth, living things reproduce. Flowers make seeds to make more flowers. Fifth, living things are organized. We have cells and organs like hearts and lungs. Sixth, living things adapt. We learn and change. That is why things like rocks or air are non-living. They can't do things that plants and animals do.
Reptiles. Reptiles are kinds of animal. Reptiles usually live in warm places, but some live in the water. Snakes, turtles, lizards, iguanas, and alligators are some common reptiles. Reptiles are vertebrates, so they have backbones. Reptiles have scales. Some also have shells. Most reptiles lay eggs. A few kinds of snakes and lizards have live young that don't come from eggs. Most reptiles are meat eaters. A few kinds of lizards and tortoises are plant eaters. Reptiles are cold-blooded. They like the sun because it keeps them warm. If they get too cold, they could die. Some reptiles just hibernate and go to sleep when it is cold. They wake up when it gets warm again.
Amphibians. Amphibians are a kind of animal. Amphibians are always found near water. Frogs, salamanders, newts, and toads are the most common amphibians. Amphibians are vertebrates, so they have backbones. They have slimy skins, not scales or fur. Amphibians usually breathe air, but some of them can breathe through their skins.
Amphibians often come from eggs. Some, like frogs, can change a lot after they are born. They can look very different when they grow up. This is called metamorphosis.
If you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and leave us more suggestions down below.
Happy watching!